Saturday Breakfast is absolutely delighted to bring you a new segment every week. It's called Tech Talk. Starts today, and we're here to answer your questions. You might have something wrong with your little computer and all the rest of it. And we thought the best way to do this is go right to the top. So ABC Goulburn Murray and ABC Shepparton is going to introduce our next guest from itwire.com, and it's Alex Zaroff-Royce, who's on the tail line. Good morning, Alex. No, that's not Alex. There's Alex. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning, Ray.
Oh, in all these knobs, dials and switches, you'd be sitting at your computer at the moment, wouldn't you?
That's right.
Yeah. You're the editor of itwire.com. So what you do is look for latest developments in the world of computers, in gaming and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, my father bought me a computer in 1979 when I was 4.5 years old, which is over 40 years ago. And so I've been using technology since that time, and I love it. I've become a real natural with technology, and, you know, I love my smartphones and smartwatches and tablets and all the different technological developments.
Yeah, and that's why we put this little segment together. And I've got to apologise because really, we need a lot more time with you, Alex, and we haven't done that this morning. But look, we'll put it down to an intro and all the rest of it. You've got lots to talk about too. In the news this week, they were mentioning the NBN is going to be upgraded, and we're going to get something like flash results when it all happens, and it's not going to cost us any more money. And what's your take on all that?
Sure. Well, look, originally the NBN was designed to be fibre straight to everybody's home. And the problem with that was that it meant a new connection to every single home in rural and regional areas and cities across Australia. And whilst that sounds like a great idea, the original 3 or 4 years of the Rudd-Gillard-Rudd government, there was only about 70,000 homes that were connected. That's in a 3 or 4 year period of time. And when the coalition came in, they said, look, we need to speed this up. And what they did was they put fibre to just about every street, and then they used the existing copper connections to make sure that your home got a faster connection. So fibre came to your street, but it didn't go right to your house. And that really sped up the NBN's rollout, and it was finished sort of much earlier this year. And thank goodness it was, because the pandemic hit, and then suddenly everybody needed to be on a Zoom call, and everybody needed high bandwidth connections, really fast connections. And they were not as fast as fibre, but they were certainly a lot faster than the average 5 megabit speeds that ADSL, the old connections, were delivering. And now it's long been said that the NBN would have to be upgraded to fibre for those that wanted it, and that's finally happened. So over the next 3 years, till 2023, they're going to spend $3.5 to $4.5 billion upgrading anybody that wants a fibre connection, and they will have to pay an extra fee to get speeds of anywhere up to 1,000 megabits, which is 10 times faster than the 100 megabits that is the maximum for most people at the moment, and 83 times faster than the 12 megabits that Kevin Rudd was originally promising. And it just means that we can catch up to the sort of speeds that people in Japan, South Korea, Hong Kong, and other parts of the world are experiencing.
Even New Zealand. Yeah, New Zealand's got amazingly fast internet, haven't they?
They do. And
what's the average speed do you take as? Like I do a speed check every so often, and it comes up as 33. Is that good?
That is. Look. When the average was 5 megabits before, most people can get 25 now, even on satellite. Plenty of, about half to 3/4 of the population can get 50 megabits, and I'm on a 100 megabit connection with my peak speeds of about 80 megabits. And that's fantastic. I can watch multiple streams of 4K. I can upload and download files very fast. I do videos. I can go to YouTube. It used to be very slow when I was on ADSL. And I can also back up my various devices to a cloud backup service, and it's very fast. It's fantastic to be able to do that. And it will be great when we can go even faster still. You'll just need to obviously pay more, but eventually those prices will come down too.
Okay, I've got a text here from Ruth in Benalla. Look, you're a hit already. People are on the text line. Ruth is saying that she's about to buy a new computer, and the guy hang on, I'm trying to work this out. The guy who's trying to sell it to her suggests or just insists that she buy one with an SSD hard drive, and she doesn't know what it is. Is she doing the right thing by going there, or is she just... What do you suggest?
An SSD is a solid-state drive. It's like a little USB stick on steroids. Your smartphone or tablet doesn't have the old-fashioned spinning hard disk that makes those little tick-tick-tick-tick noises, which are now, in 2020, simply too slow to run a modern operating system. You might be able to get very large capacities, like 1 terabyte, for less money than you'll pay for a 256 gigabyte SSD, which is 1/4 the size. But all computers need to have an SSD, otherwise it's just too slow. It'll take forever to load and for things to happen. And so a lot of people upgrade their existing computers and put an SSD in. But if you buy a new one, please buy an SSD, and if possible, get it with at least 256 gig. 128 gig, which is half that, can fill up too quickly, but 256 is enough, and a lot of those large files exist on...
We're going to have to leave it at there.
Cloud.
Alex, the time's run out, but I'll catch up with you at the same time. Next week we'll have more time, and I got more questions, and people have got questions, and they'll be phoning in and all the rest of it. Thanks for joining us. Love having your company.
So much. See you next week. Bye-bye.
And that was Alex Zaroff-Reuss from itwire.com.